Okay, Arkwright, first playthrough of Spinning Jenny. Alright, let's go.
Good luck, everybody. So make sure that you're going to have money for wages. Make sure you're going to have money for your administrative costs.
Okay.
Because the worst thing is, well, the second worst thing is to have to do the emergency sell of shares.
Right.
The worst thing is having to take out the loan.
A loan with the loan.
Alright, so these are the various things I can do. I would like to do this just because I want to see how it works.
Yep.
So I'm going to do that.
So by placing it there, you're allowed to get two of that action.
Okay.
Because of those
It's
six.
$6.
Yeah, exactly.
Pounds.
I know, you keep forgetting.
Replace workers with machines in any factories. A worker becomes a fired worker. Number depends on the efficiency of marker and administrative costs. Alright, so I'm paying the $6
Okay.
to do that action. I get to take 2 machines.
Okay. And you can place those immediately?
Yes.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
I don't really have a rhyme or reason, but
Well, which is good. So now the cost of those will be £1.
£1 instead
Right.
of, like right now,
Is
it's
two-
2, but
right.
that may go up to 3 if people hire.
And is that per worker?
Yes.
Oh, whoa.
Which is why once a factory goes obsolete and you've got 2 more workers
That's
there,
a lot of
right?
money.
If it's later on in the game and you're paying 3 or 4 per worker, now
Right.
you're paying an additional 6 or 8 just for those 2.
Just for those 2.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so that was the action for getting the machinery in. Then I can do the additional action, which is choosing a tile.
Right. So that's the one with the square.
Yes.
Okay.
And I will take the. I guess I'll take the light one.
Yeah, this one here?
The
Thumbs up.
Quality.
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 Thank you.
I don't,
Quality control.
I don't even quality. I'm just like
Quality
thumbs up.
assurance. Yes. All right.
I'm a terrible reviewer.
So that is me, right?
Okay.
Choose an action marker, did that, pay the administration charge, did that, conduct the action and the additional action, which I've done. So in turn order, next player. So
Okay.
that'll be you.
Oh darn! I want to go last. No, it's okay. I'm gonna give it a whirl. I need to try stuff and see. So let's see what we have here. Do that. We can do that. I want to try a different action, just so
Sure,
I'm not doing
yep.
the same
Yeah.
thing,
Yep.
just to see. So I'm gonna do this one, and I'm gonna place it on my row. So because we're not using the £12, because
Yep.
we're doing Spinning Jenny, I can place it there at £6.
Yep.
So I have to pay that. So let's pay my £6 with my very long nails. Oh my goodness, problem.
If you need assistance picking it
Exactly.
up, I have no problem doing
Thank
that.
you. I appreciate it. So now by placing
I've had
that
to do that
there,
too many times.
yes. Oh, it's awful. I have to take another part. So by placing that there,
Mhm.
this is going to increase this.
Yep.
Okay, and I do this by using one of these.
Yep.
Okay.
So you get to bump it up by 1 for whichever factory you choose. You've
So it
got
can
the
be
2
any
factories
factory
that you
that
have built.
I have activated. I guess I can
Yep.
say. Let's start with the first
Okay,
one.
and keep
right?
in mind that with the secondary action,
Mhm.
you can do any factories that were affected by your primary action. So in
Right.
this case, you can then adjust the price
This would now come up by
of
1.
that if you want.
Okay.
You get to adjust the price as you wish.
Let's try it,
Right.
and then that's also going to change this.
If you wanted to do one that was not the factory that was affected by the primary action,
Mhm.
you would have had to have paid more than what the base cost was.
That's right. What
and
we had
$1
talked about
for
earlier.
each factory.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll start with the basic action. We raise this by 1. Now this is going to alter this, I'm assuming.
Which actually won't change it because now you've got a total of 9 with
9
a cost
minus-
of 6 is
right.
3,
So,
it's
it
still
stays
3.
where it is.
But if you had kept it there, and you can if you wish,
Sure.
it would be 9 minus 5 is 4,
Which would then
bump that up by 1.
Let's try that.
So you're more
Appealing.
Appealing.
I don't know why I can't remember that.
I already told you.
More
it's like
appealing.
Robinson Crusoe.
But at a lower cost.
Right.
Right.
So in essence, you do want to be a slightly higher
It gives you the better opportunity
sure you're having a
to
lower
not only
price.
sell first,
Right.
but sell more.
Sell
so
more
you're going
with
to sell
this.
first,
Right.
and you're going to get to sell 4, whereas I can only sell 3.
Okay, so it wasn't a bad thing to
Yep.
do then. Okay, I understand.
Yep.
And then that would be the end of that action?
Yes, you
Because I did not
did the
pay
primary,
extra.
you did the secondary.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay, excellent. I will get there.
I am going to use my administrative to replace workers with machines.
Okay.
Thank you to the £6. Make some change for me, Zach?
Certainly.
I could have done that sooner, but I like having that 50. I felt all
I
flushed.
know! That's what I feel like. It makes me feel rich.
Totally.
And now you're getting all the bills.
I noticed you have you used to have all the colors.
Exactly.
Now you don't.
Rainbow.
You're less of a rainbow than you used to be, but I still love you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay. So, and now what I get to do with that is to
Replace 2 workers
in
with machines.
either of these factories,
Yep.
Okay.
and I'm going to choose my cutlery factory because why not?
A knife.
No, and could she split that between the 2?
Yep.
Okay, I'm not saying that's necessarily a good idea, but okay.
Is there an advantage? Like if I were to replace both of these, like this
It
will
wouldn't be
shift
both.
with
So
the
this is where you
machine.
need to actually see here. This can be
Right.
worker machine.
One.
This cannot.
Okay.
Right. So you can
So-
replace these 2.
So there has to be a dude here, but I can replace both of these.
Right.
Both of
with
those.
machines.
And keep in mind, that's where in the manual it said if you do not have a worker within that working row,
Right.
you lose all the machines as well.
Right.
Somebody needs to be there to operate the machine.
Got it.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
See, I like these real world examples.
Yes.
It makes more sense.
So I'm sending
Oh.
these 2 back to the jobless line.
Absolutely.
Go beg for your money.
Unemployment, yo.
And
Exactly.
now, for a second action, I get to take one of these or one of these.
Any of the grays.
Yeah, so she can take it in
Any
as
of the
long as
light
it's
grays.
within the light grays. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
And these dudes affect
So those are the ones for your
where I
shares,
can
right?
buy or sell shares.
Yes. What it says at the bottom is
Yeah.
1 share
Yeah.
for half price. So you can buy multiple shares, but your first one is going to be at half price.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not ready to get that complex yet, so I'm going to take the
cheap machinery option.
cheap machinery option.
Okay.
Smart.
And that is me.
Yeah.
Question mark.
That's you.
So, yeah.
Okay, so we've all conducted a player turn.
Yes.
Then we choose, yes, do that. Okay, then it's the production phase. So now all factories of the active kind of goods produce. So all of the foods will produce.
Okay. Okay, that's right. So we're starting
Oh, right, so the start player, that's me right now.
right.
I believe they said I would then fill this in, right?
Right. That's right. Okay.
4 more.
Yep.
Let's see if we're getting this right.
All right.
Okay, so
I'll pull this up too if we need it.
all factories of the active kind of goods produce. So sale, demand equals the job market, which, right, because as more people get hired, there's more demand for goods because they're looking to buy stuff. Makes sense.
Yep.
They don't have the
Do you want
the breakdown there, but I think what it was the start player then puts this on
Yep.
the most appealing product.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Yes. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Right. First player places that. First player calls out all players whose appeal indicator is in the same space. Yellow. So you would take one of those.
So I take one of these ones.
Yep.
Okay.
The breads. You made a bread. Woo, look at you.
Now, let's look at
Now this gets placed
on the factory itself.
on the
Put it
factory
yeah.
itself. Oh, that's right. Because at the end of the round, we're going to see.
We're going to
okay.
be selling those off.
Correct.
Now, keep in mind, you can't go any more than what you can produce. So
Right.
you can produce 3.
Right.
I can produce 3.
I
You
don't
can't
have a
produce
bread
any.
factory.
And you don't have bread. Okay.
Okay, so I then move this down,
Right.
and yellow would go first.
Okay,
So you
so
get to
take
sell another one.
Another one. Okay.
And then I would take one.
Okay.
Go down again.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow
and
first.
then I would also get another.
Does the black guy take one?
Yes, he does.
So where's his warehouse?
It'll get set aside.
Okay,
That's
right.
the importer.
Okay.
So that goes down. So yellow, but you're already at your
I'm
max.
at my max, yeah.
I would then get to do 1,
Okay.
and then the importer gets to do 1.
Okay.
Now, you can actually sell up to 4, but if you don't have it produced, you can't sell it, right? And that's where if you had something in storage,
Right,
you could
right.
then sell it.
Right, okay. But I
Okay.
don't, so at this point it would just be the...
Okay, so then I guess at this point it would be yellow, you're at max, blue, I'm at max.
Right.
The importer hit his max
Right.
of 1.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happens to that.
Okay. Is there, does it say anything about it
Let's see.
being...
So if a player has taken as many good tokens as his factory can produce,
Okay.
but has not reached the number of goods that he's allowed to sell, he may voluntarily sell stored goods, which you don't have.
Right.
So that's fine. The first player moves the initially placed token to the next lower space, did that. Importer is also taken into account when selling goods. During the importer's turn, the first player removes a goods token from the job market. Yep. If there are players called out who have already sold the maximum amount of goods because of the appeal of their goods, or have sold all of their produced, they will be skipped over. That's fine.
Okay.
If there are more players that can sell goods than there are goods token in the job market, the order, that's fine. This procedure ends when all goods tokens from the job market have been distributed, or all players have sold their produced goods and stored goods. Excess tokens from the job market return to the common supply.
Okay, so this just goes to common supply?
Yep.
Alrighty, easy peasy.
Okay, so that was the selling part.
Yep.
So then income
Mm-hmm.
is number of sold goods times price. So now the income. So income times price. So you've got 3, that's 6 apiece, so you're going to get 18. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will get 1 because I can only sell 1.
Right. But how much is it you're selling?
Which means I will just store this right now so that we're not counting it in
Right.
the amounts here. So I'm selling 1 at 11.
So that's still
It's
wasn't
okay.
terrible, but I know
Yeah.
you would have made that times 3.
Yeah.
Or close to that.
Yeah, I would have made 9. I would have made 27
Right.
instead.
Right.
Okay. So that's our income. Then
Okay.
share value. So +2 when at least 2 goods have been sold. Oh, see, so I don't even get that. So
So you get it.
I
So
was really screwed.
red goes up here.
And then I will get 1 because I sold 1 good. Yikes. +1 in addition when the most goods have been sold alone, which again, because you sold 3, another 1 for red. And +1 when the highest appeal alone. So again,
Red?
Yep.
Okay, there you go. But you know what? It's a good learning thing. So next game you could kill it.
Each distribution in the factory loses a level. So, and that's why I'm saying this was kind of pointless at that point.
Because now
if
you've
I'm-
lost. Yeah.
You blew your wad.
Yeah.
That's good from now on.
Wages for workers. So now we have to pay our workers. So you've got 4 workers at 2 apiece, so £8 to pay the workers.
So how much did you make, money-wise?
18.
18, and then you're paying... Oh, okay, so that's not bad, actually. Still fairly well.
And then I've got 3, which would be 6 plus 1 machine is 7. Alright, and then review of warehouse capacity, I'm at 1, so that's fine. End of cycle, so new first player in clockwise order, so then...
Then it goes to, yeah. And then this moves to here.
Yep, and then...
these go back.
Yes, all the goods go back. And you've got the importer as well. The cube we set aside for the importer.
And does this stay here, or is it moving?
Take that off the board,
Okay.
but because we move to the next cycle,
So we now need to take off.
we move up 1 here for the importer.
Right. And then
And
you take 2 workers
2
back
of these
in.
guys come back in.
Okay. From right to, yeah, right to left. That's right.
And now you're the first player.
Alright. I think I'm going to overpay again, unfortunately, because I totally screwed myself.
That was awful.
I still don't think it's as bad as me. In order to use this, I have to pay 10. That was not warranted had I put my tiles the other, like had I used them in a different order.
Oh, to use that one.
Sorry, to use
To
this
its
one.
full
Excuse
amount.
me. Yeah.
You could use
I could
that
just do
and
that.
just do the 4.
Which might be better, and then I'm not wasting money, and I
Yeah.
can do it the next turn.
Okay, I'm going to replace replace some more workers because that's just what kind of gal I am. I'm going to take the third level option at M10.
Okay.
You're red, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So I'm going to replace 1, 2, and 3.
Nice.
You. Very nice. Why do I feel like Susan is going to win this game right now?
There, and there. And as a secondary option now I get this stock.
Yep.
And that's an action that I can lay down as well.
Same thing as this one, but it gets you
Right.
your first share at half price,
Okay.
but does not give you that secondary action because it's not on
Right.
that. Yeah.
So that is...
That's you?
me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. If I move that.
Wowie wow wow. Right? I did just think of something.
Yep.
I probably should have stored one more of these goods
Okay.
because I produced 3.
Right.
Right. So I had taken the extra one from there.
Right.
Gave me 2, and then
You could only sell one.
yeah, I could only sell 1, but technically I was producing 3 goods. So I
Mhm.
think I was supposed to grab one from here. Is that
Okay.
right?
That versus the board.
Yeah, because there were none left on the board. Does that sound right?
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah.
Do you have the book there?
Yes, I do. So that would be under the producing.
Because you didn't have that very good represented at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I think I'm supposed to grab that from the general
Makes
supply.
sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes sense.
Production.
You cheat like a son of a bitch and lie like a sidewalk, but for this time I'll believe you.
Is this opposite day? Jeez. Okay.
Oh, that's very funny. Oh, what am I gonna do? This is a problem. Well, now would be the time to max myself out. Excuse me. If I do that, I swear I can't math right now, so let's do it.
If a player's factory produced more goods than what he sold in England, he may take additional tokens from the common supply and put them in his warehouse. He must keep these separate from the good tokens
Perfect.
he is receiving.
So that is correct.
Okay.
Which is not so it's not necessarily a bad thing. You can come back and at least
So
fix
I
it.
have
I
2.
find food chain magnet, you can't fix stuff like that.
Okay. So back to right. All right. Well, let's.
Oh, so you could sell goods as well. If you just wanted to.
I could sell these using
Right,
this action at $3 each.
Ah, okay, so it uses this amount.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ew.
Which is nowhere near the $11 I was charging originally.
Nope. Yeah, that's not so good.
That would be a desperation move. Do I want to do this? Which one do I have? Yeep.
Build a new factory.
Yep.
Oh!
I'm going to build a new factory.
It's funny that you did that. I was just looking at that. Like,
Well, there's not really a whole lot of relevant options.
no.
Right, we can't upgrade anything yet.
Not yet until we still have another
The
couple
next one,
turns.
yeah,
So
the next one.
Not the next one, but the one after, because we're still...
Now the downside to doing this now is that I am having to do a level 1.
Right.
And then I will need to modernize it before the
Correct.
1970
Versus if you just
or
wait here, you
1790s.
can just do a 2 and
Yeah.
be done with it.
So I'm going to go with the lamps. I don't know what that's called. And then I need to pay the $11 or £11 for that.
For the
set. So I'll pay the £11.
Mm-hmm.
Workers from here, correct? Workers are placed in the first production
And
row.
it comes from left to right.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it is from here, not from here, right?
I probably know it's from here, left to right, but they get placed right to left. Yeah, okay.
So that gets filled here.
Okay.
And then I can set my goods price.
But I would see why you bought that because I don't. Oh, you have blue. Okay. I thought you would have Monopoly.
No, nobody has blue.
Oh, she doesn't have.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, that last
Oh,
one.
yeah. Okay. So I thought you did. Well, that makes sense then. I should give you a run for
I'll set it at 9. So then 11 minus 9 would be.
You know, when Brit was making lamps, so we're eating and getting ourselves clothed in the dark.
Yes.
Apparently.
Yeah.
See, I feel like I really should like compete with you there. I really want to get this up.
Now, did I don't think I paid the original £2.
I didn't see it, but
I don't think I
No?
did, so
Okay.
I'll pay that. See, I don't cheat.
Sure.
Even though nobody saw that, I will pay that. Yeah. That's me.
So if I paid, for example, here, let's just say I took this action.
Yep.
And I paid, put it here, but I paid more.
You can only pay what the amount is there.
So how do I do the second action?
The second action you can do on. No.
Like, I thought you had to pay it before. That's why I didn't take it with my other action, because I hadn't
You
paid it
can
before.
you can do that action on any factory that was affected by the action itself. So
Right.
in this case, I am doing it on that action.
Right.
But yeah, if it was one of these, it would be based on anything you overpaid. So actually, a perfect example is when I did this, I paid 8.
Right.
I only used 7.
Right.
I could have used that extra $1 to change one of my other factories.
Right.
I don't know how that works with that one, because
Okay.
there isn't a cost per se for that one.
Right.
It's wherever you place it.
Wherever you just
right?
place it, exactly.
Yeah. One you cannot do it. It's only the quality and distribution ones.
Right. So what does that additional action allow me to do then? It just allows me to...
Adjust the price of the factory that you just built.
Okay.
Right. Whereas if you did, like I said, this one,
Right.
you could then adjust others
Right.
if you paid more than what you actually used.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
And it's £1 per factory that was not affected by
So
it.
then this additional action does just... how do I
Just
pay
the
to get
one
it? So
itself.
do I pay extra for
No,
that? Or?
no, that's all part of the action.
It's
so
just
it's
part of it.
Build a factory and then adjust the price.
Adjust
of
it,
that
and that's it.
factory.
Oh, okay. I feel like I had to pay.
Or modernize the factory and then adjust its price. Yeah.
Okay, well, just for the heck of it. Why not? Let's do that. So I have to pay 2. And, yeah, we'll build that sucker. So we'll build this one. Actually, we want to do that. Yeah, I think we will. Just for the hell of it. So now, I've done that. And now I set...
So to do that in order, build the factories, observe the level. So you're doing level 1.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what adjust that is.
Adjusting this track.
It's like adjust a pie.
I saw that.
Pie. I have no idea what that is. In a new factory.
Oh, here.
Appeal.
It's appeal.
Pie is
Oh, okay.
appealing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's weird that they would put that there because that's
Pie
going to
is
be
appealing.
based.
Think about it.
Absolutely. Pie is appealing. It's weird that they put that there because that will then also change based on what your goods price is. So I would say adjust your goods price and then adjust your appeal. But anyway, so take 3 workers.
Okay, so we're doing it in front here. So
Yep. Which is then bumping up the cost of all workers
Alright.
because there's nobody left here. Way to go.
Yep. Exactly. Making everybody expensive.
And then you set your goods price. going last.
Right.
Okay. So that was the action phase. So now production. So we are now in the cutlery aspect, and we need how many? 6. I'd like to set those up. Technically, this isn't Start Player's job, but because I have no say in this, I will be the master of ceremonies, if you will. Red.
Woo!
Red's gonna kill it here.
I sold a cutlery.
Now, how many cutleries can you
3.
produce? That would be 2. So this one produces one, and this one produces one.
Okay,
Just
right.
seems like it's more.
And you can also see that here. So with the level 1, it's
Right.
1, 1, 2 if you get this one filled up.
Ah,
So in this
so
game,
that's
we're
why
really.
we want to hire workers.
Exactly.
But in
Yep.
this game, we're only using up to
Tier 2.
tier 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's the level of the factory, not
Right.
the.
Not the level of workers you
No.
can go
Right.
up to as
No.
many.
Okay.
I understand.
So a level 1 factory can only do up to that third row.
Right.
The 4th
At that
row
much.
does not do anything. But once you get to a tier 2, then it produces 1, 2,
Right.
2, and 1. Yeah.
Now, refresh my understanding of upgrading. Do I lose my workers and machinery when I upgrade this factory?
Nope. You keep.
I keep them.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So. Red.
Woo! More cutlery.
Red.
Red and then yellow.
But
Red.
you're already at your max.
Right. So
Yellow.
then I get. All right.
Okay. Down. So red, you're maxed.
Yep.
Yellow.
So I get.
And then 1 for the. Yep.
Yep.
And then again, max.
Max,
So
yeah.
then he's. Actually, no, sorry.
He's
It's
at max.
One is
his
his max.
max,
Yep.
yeah, so
then
that's-
So
that's
back
your
to general
supply.
supply.
Yep.
Okay. So that is that. So then income. So number of goods times price.
Okay, so I've got 2 goods by 7 is 14.
And I have 2 by 8, which is 16.
Wow, look at you and your expensive cutlery.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna throw those back in there.
Yep.
Thank you.
But do hold on.
Oh yes, I
right?
forgot. Yes.
Because
yes.
then we
Roll
determine
Nancy.
the shares.
That's right. No, that was correct.
So plus 2 when at least 2 goods have been sold. So you both get to go up.
Okay,
2.
so red 1, 2, yellow 2.
Okay. Plus 1 when most goods have been sold alone, but you both sold the same amount.
Yeah.
Yep.
Plus 1 when the highest appeal alone.
Oh, that would be me. Me?
No,
Feelings.
red.
No, it's red. Excuse me.
Yep.
Sorry, I was looking at the wrong track.
Yep,
Yeah,
so
so you
plus
get
1 for
1.
red.
Yep.
And then now we return all the goods. Yep.
Perfect. Okay. That was nice.
Okay, so that was that. Each distribution in the factory loses a level.
so here we go.
Distribution would go down if anybody had any, but
Right.
they don't. Wages for workers. So,
Do we have to? So we do this, or we're doing this first?
oh, still doing this first.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna be bored.
So I have 4 workers at $2.
Nope. You've only got 2 workers. Right? You've got machinery replacing your workers. So you've got 2 workers.
Oh, for red, right. I was taking the cloth into
No,
consideration.
just this one.
Right.
Just the third one.
So
So
2 workers at, it's actually $3.
$3.
Because there's nobody
There's
left
none.
here.
Okay,
So that'll be 6 plus 1 for each machine. So a total of 9.
thank you.
Yep.
And then for me, it's 9, 10, 11. Ooh, that's rich. We got some machinery in there. Okay.
Okay. So that was wages. Review of warehouse capacities were good. End of a cycle, so new first player in clockwise order. So then
Okay,
I'm
thank
first
you.
player.
And I've moved
That's
a
already
token.
moved.
Yep.
So then the importer goes down 1 in the lamps category, and then 2 more workers come back into the workflow.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
Let's get my coffee. So everyone, we're now in the last, I think the last decade of Spinning Jenny for Arkwright.
Literally.
So far so good. So maybe we can give you some thoughts. Maybe Susan, if you wanted to just give us an idea of what you think so far.
At first I was hugely intimidated by the game and the lack of color, I guess, and the everything didn't seem particularly obvious, but now that we're involved in the game, the rules have a very logical flow, and I'm quite excited to take it to another level. I think that this, what we've got so far is just going to be a little taste.
Right.
And I want to try more. I want to go deeper.
Yeah. No, I think that's awesome. And
Yeah, I agree with that. It looks very dry, but the mechanics behind it are definitely fun. There's many paths to accomplishing your various goals, and I'm very keen to see the whole game.
Yes.
I know you're a little scared to just go straight into the deep end, but I want to swim. So yeah.
okay, this is good to hear. Not even gonna lie, we opened the book and I thought, oh dear Lord, what have I gotten myself into? I found it difficult to go through as we had to clarify a few things. But overall really good. And I mean, I'm working with patient people who are also gamers, so they're familiar with how these types of games operate. I'm a little hesitant to jump into Waterframe. These two, however, I go for it.
Deep end of the water frame. Yes.
Oh, wow. So I'm just curious, I guess, to see the differences between Spinning Mule and Waterframe. I mean, if it's slight differences, then there really isn't any point. We can just jump right into Waterframe. So we'll see how it goes. I'm actually not completely failing in this game, so that's it.